Cost of medical malpractice has gone from, in some cases, $33,000 per year to $68,000 per year.
We had a doctor testify in one of our committees that after he pays the high cost of all the medical liability insurance and whatnot, the doctor brings in $40,000 a year. In Texas, this doctor would bring in $140,000 a year, and so that kind of, in the end, they have to take care of their families. And so as they start leaving Hawaii to go to places like Texas that has this type of reforms, that means we're not going to have doctors to take care of us when we have an emergency. And one doctor commented, a bus driver currently is making more than he is. And so that's why we on the Republican side have really been pushing medical tort reform, because we know in the end Hawaii suffers. What happened was that bill was put to the floor of the House, and to protect weaker politicians who have not been brave enough to stand up and say whether they vote for or against this issue, the Speaker of the House and various stronger committee chairs who have a stronghold on their offices have chosen to pull the committee report or pull the bill from the House floor and put it back into the committee, which effectively enabled the weaker politicians to not have to take a vote publicly on this issue. And we have not yet seen this bill come to a full vote on the House floor.
Use the euphemism recommittal, which means they take it off the floor of the House where the 51 members look at it, and they put it back in the committee, the committee I'm on, the Health Committee. And generally it's a euphemism for we're going to kill the bill. Let's forget about all this special interest stuff and think about the people of Hawaii who are going to suffer.
There has not been discussion publicly about this issue. There has not been a public vote on this issue. It's all been discussed behind closed doors. And so we are calling on you, the public, to call your representative and senator and ask for them to give a public testimony.
You can still contact the legislature or your legislator and say, let's keep on with medical liability reform, medical tort reform. You can call them, you can email them. Would encourage people to say that the issue isn't dead until they totally stop talking about it. And I don't believe there's some members in the community who are going to sort of just let it go away. It's going to come back next year, and until the doctors get their justice, it's like everybody else who comes to the legislature, it's going to be in front of us.